Shake it, baby. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Makhachev said that his contract is up, and he made this interesting remark that said someone at the UFC told him to stop shooting for these takedowns so much, and maybe he'll get this contract that he wants. Is that true, and what do you think he'll bring him back?
Yeah, that's what we tell guys. We tell guys how to fight and tell them what we've been doing this for a long time. I'm sure one of the matchmakers probably said something to him or whatever, but yeah, the matchmakers aren't big fans of his for many different reasons. And not just there's a lot of people who shoot takedowns in this business. You know, a lot of guys that fight with that type of style, but it's a lot more than just that.
But Makhachev is the guy that you'd want to bring back to the UFC because he said his contract is totally done now.
Yeah, he is. He's under contract. He's not under contract anymore.
Okay, but would you be interested in keeping him around in the fall?
I think the PFL is going to get a great undefeated guy.
Really?
Good luck to him.
A little bit was stressful for me because main goal in our career is to be best in the world, right? But if you cannot be best in the world in best organization, at some point I was thinking maybe the finish career, because I was thinking if I'm 7-0, right? Like if I can't prove that I'm best in the world, what's the point me fighting again in different leagues, and it's like lack of motivation, I would say. It was for me for a couple of weeks after it started. Not even couple of weeks, I will be truthful, like maybe 2-3 months.
Movsar Evloev versus Aaron Pico being in the works really annoys me for many reasons. One of the reasons is I don't like this matchup in general, and I don't like that Aaron Pico is getting a shot against Movsar Evloev in his UFC debut. The second reason why this annoys me, and this is the main reason why this matchup annoys me so much, is that this matchup being made, Evloev versus Pico, means that Movsar Evloev is not getting the next title shot in the featherweight division against Alexander Volkanovski. And now, this all but means by default, we're getting Alexander Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez too, in the main event of UFC Guadalajara, the pay-per-view in Mexico in September. What are we doing? I hate this for so many reasons. This annoys me. Why are we doing Volkanovski versus Rodriguez? Why is Evloev not getting a title shot? Yair Rodriguez is 1-3 in his last 4 fights, I think. He lost his title shot to Alexander Volkanovski. Okay? We all watched it happen. He got destroyed by Volkanovski and TKO'd. It was somewhat competitive on the feet early doors in the fight. He got taken down early in the fight. He was too weak for Volkanovski. And Volkanovski TKO'd him in the 3rd round after a headbutt, which maybe is going to be the narrative that Yair paints as to why he deserves this.
I don't know that he vacates without fighting him, because I think the visual
Really?
and I think the lasting thought would be that he ran from him. And I don't know that his ego could handle that he ran from someone. I think that the idea that people would think that he is afraid means more to him than going out there and fighting him and taking the chance, especially when there's a real possibility that he just outclasses Tom Aspinall. Like there's a real possibility
of that. 100%.
That he goes out there and he just outclasses Tom Aspinall. You don't know, right? So I think that he'll fight him. I don't think they'll need to strip him. I think he'll fight him. And even though you're right, you can walk away and go, I'm the best. I don't need to do anything else. That idea that you ran is going to be too strong of a pull for him as he goes into the next phase of his career. And I think he's going to fight him. I think he's going to fight him.
I mean, Makhachev fought how many times at 55?
He defended it 4 times.
That's much more, you know what I mean? And he made weight, you know what I mean? So, I mean, when it goes into it and you have that, I think that's a smart move. When you go up, you're going to try to build legacy. You're going to do certain things like that. And he's going to run like his cousin. But Makhachev's, I'm going to tell you, somebody was telling me, who do you think's a better wrestler? Was it Makhachev or was it Khabib? And I think Makhachev is a better grappler, honestly. I think he's a little bit faster. I think with Khabib, I think he's just a little bit more, not timid of the freestyle that Makhachev presents, but I think Makhachev, he's not going to do so bad at 170. I think he'll be all right.
This Guadalajara arena
is it going to be ready?
Yeah, they have apparently, according to reports, canceled the events up until like the first week of September. I know for a fact that there has been talk of moving the event to the United States. I heard Las Vegas discussed. Of course, they hosted the first Noche UFC event 2 years ago. Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso. The combo of what they're going to do with this event / this featherweight title / Canelo Crawford has made for a fascinating puzzle. There's a bunch of just like really fascinating mysteries just sort of percolating in the air right now.
What was the hardest fight of your life?
And that fight against Justin Gage. Everyone knows they stole my belt. Man, people think that over 200 grams, they'd let it slide. But really, there was never 200 grams. I made weight Thursday. I was good.
Look, I don't want you to confirm or deny this, but I'll say this. I've been in a fighter's corner before and seen the check scale half a pound below the official one. That just infuriates me more when I heard you didn't make weight because that damn thing is always off.
Man, that's crazy. Check this out. First, his corner, his coach was always around me, all over the place, like he was from the commission. This stuff doesn't happen anywhere else, you know. So honestly, there was nothing I could do. I fought in his town, his commission, his people. They just wanted to hand him that belt. But they couldn't do that outright. So they were trying to mess with my head, you know. That's the truth. It won't change my mindset, though. I swear on everything that I made weight in there. I made weight on Thursday. So in reality, they just robbed me. Each fight has its story, its struggle, its battles. Every fight, it's unique, you know. Sometimes there's family issues, training injuries, many problems. Every fight tells a different story.
Was he a massive cheater? Of course. Did he take a lot of steroids? Of course. Were there a lot of other people doing that at the same time? Absolutely there was. You know, so I was like, I get it. But then when I thought about it and I thought that I lost an eye because of this guy, I'm like, yeah, no, he can stick his Hall of Fame up his ass. And that'll be your headline. But he does deserve it. He does deserve it. You know, you can't deny what he did inside the octagon. You just can't deny it, you know, going back old. Forget when his UFC debut was. If that's not a Hall of Fame career, I don't know what is. So, you know, whether you like it or not, whether, you know, he deserves it.